Hello fellow warriors and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sally Edwards Warrior on Wheels. How you doing? I wasn't going to do a video this week, as sometimes happens, life goes on and things happen around you that means that you can't really do the things that you want to every now and again, and this is definitely, doing this blog is something that I really want to do on a very regular basis, but I've had a few issues this week which has meant that I've had to not prioritise the blog and prioritise other things. But I'm here just with a very quick blog this week just to tell you some very exciting news. I know my last blog was quite a difficult one to record and possibly a difficult one for you to view, and thank you for your comments of support over social media during that time. It's been very, very much appreciated. But I have some good news. As you can see, I'm in a new set of wheels. I had an appointment yesterday with the Shropshire Wheelchair Service, which is my local wheelchair service, and they assessed me with my needs and bought me a chair that they felt might be a good place to start for choosing the right chair. And it turns out that this chair that I'm sitting in absolutely fitted the bill, so I don't have to wait for any kind of major adjustments or for another chair to be ordered. It came with a chair, measured me up, made a few adjustments, and here we are. And so I've had the chair just over 24 hours, basically 23, 24 hours, and I can honestly say it's made a huge difference, even in that short space of time. I woke up this morning having spent a few hours in it yesterday. I have no aches and pains. I've been able to go about doing my work in the house. I went outside in it yesterday very briefly. I had to have a test drive outside anyway whilst they were here. And then shortly after they left, I went back to the shop round the corner, the one I spoke about last time, that I haven't been to for 2 years, and they were like, "Oh, you're here, we haven't seen you for ages, we thought you'd moved," because it had been that long. I was able to go buy some groceries on my own and come back. And I know I talked last week or the week before at length about how much the impact of going from a manual chair into a powered chair was having on my mental health and how I was dealing with that, and I felt that it was a step back. Completely forget all about that. I want to get the message across to people. If you're in a similar position to me where, I don't know, you're about to start using the chair for the first time, or you've had another form of mobility aid and you're now being moved into the era of using a powered chair and you're not sure, and you're having those negative thoughts and feelings about it, that is natural. I've been through all of that process. I've spoken to people, I've felt the feelings, I've dealt with it, and I can honestly say that now I've taken the leap, and now that I'm in this chair, all those fears and all those negative thoughts have gone completely. I still have one or two issues from a logistics point of view that I need to figure out and maybe try, but that's not something that I'm fazed by anymore. I can honestly say that my thoughts and feelings about having this powered chair now are about the future and what my possibilities are. Before, I was dwelling on potentially what I was losing in terms of physical independence, but I can honestly say that this new chair will give me so much more independence, more than the independence that I was previously in my head thinking I was losing. So that's a massive change in my perception excuse me, and my thoughts on the situation. I'm yet to go out into the wider world and try trains or taxis in this. That will come in the next week or two. The taxi issue is only really causing me problems in my mind in regards to being here in Shrewsbury. As I've documented quite extensively in the past, we have a major shortage of accessible taxis in this town that are flexible in terms of when they're available, as opposed to other towns and cities that I go to on a regular basis. So even just going from here to go back to my partner's house in Scotland is going to cause me a major headache and lots of anxiety, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the right taxi to get both of us there, because we are both now in powered chairs, whether it means that we can get one taxi or whether it means that we're going to have the added cost and inconvenience of booking two taxis. I don't know. That is an issue that I'm having to get my head around and look into a little bit more, and that was putting me off. One of the reasons it was putting me off having a chair in the first place. But now I've got the chair and I've had it for just over 24 hours. I know how I feel and I know how my head feels about dealing with all of that, and I can honestly say that there's been a massive shift and it feels wonderful. It feels absolutely wonderful. The team that were here yesterday with me from Shropshire Wheelchair Service, thank you ladies, you were fabulous. You were patient with me, you understood my needs, you listened to me very carefully and very sensitively about what I was struggling with, what I wanted to achieve, and you came up with the goods as far as I'm concerned, so thank you very much. So the chair, what is it? It's a quickie hula. So even just the name makes me smile. It's a quickie. I know a lot of people that have used different types of wheelchair mobility aids from the quickie company, and they are exceptionally good. They have a really good reputation. So when I realised that this particular chair that they were just coming to demonstrate with me initially was a quickie, I knew it was a good model. Issued, I believe, through this country by a company called Sunrise Medical. So check them out. So check out Sunrise Medical and check out Quickie Hula. It's beautiful. You can't see all of it here, but it has a lovely deep red finish to the upholstery at the bottom. Black seats. The armrests come up, and the power part of the armrest, the hand control, moves to the side, so I can get underneath the sink and things like that, because the joystick sticks up, but you can move that to the side. The seat itself is incredibly comfortable. It's a forward drive power chair as opposed to a rear drive, so it means that actually the front wheels rotate like this, and that creates a much smoother, gentler, flowing kind of ride, which for me with a sensitive back is really, really preferable, because lots of bumps and jars and moving around like that on pavements out and about in a standard power chair, manual chair or mobility scooter is incredibly painful. But this, the way, because of the front wheel drive, it's incredibly comfortable and very, very smooth. So I'm delighted with it. I'm absolutely delighted with it. There's been a debate online. I put a word out on Facebook last night wanting to choose a name, because all my mobility aids and all my guitars, because I play music as well, I give names to. And I wanted to give a new name to this bad boy. And here he is. This is Mustang. Fits Mustang Sally. You know, I've heard all the jokes. It's got to be. I did think about Mustang myself. I thought, no, I want to find something else a bit more original. But all my friends were messaging me and they're saying, yeah, Mustang, it's got to be Mustang. So I've gone with the popular consensus and I've chosen Mustang. So here he is. I'm looking to pimp it up at some point. I know that I'll probably be a little bit limited in terms of how I can do that, because it is on loan and it is the property of the wheelchair service, so I've got to be a bit careful. But there's bound to be ways to make it more personalised towards me in some way, so I'll work that out. Again, I don't know if you can see it. Got my t-shirt on, Warrior on Wheels. I don't know if you saw my previous blog when I was advertising this, and the caps. If you like those, if you are somebody that does graphic designs and you'd like to come up with a logo for me, because I'm not settled on this. This is just a temporary thing. If you want to get in touch with me and offer me some support with that, that'd be fantastic. If you haven't already, if you're watching this blog for the first time, please press subscribe. I've got loads more blogs coming up for you in the next few weeks and months. Stick with me, leave me some comments and some feedback, and I will come back to you sometime next week with another blog. Until then, take care, be happy, be you. Bye bye.